Right. We're going to begin with breathing like we usually do. So find your chairs sitting with a gentle tall spine. Yeah, good. Let's do this here. Take that out of the way. All right. Okay. I think you can see me here. I'm just going to do that just a little. Okay. Good. All right. Here we are on our chairs. So we're going to start with shake off the morning, shake off the day so far. Good. Wiggle your shoulders, blink your eyes. Kind of chilly this morning, so just get the blood flowing. Yeah, good. And then just come to nice relaxed. Fine. Yeah. So again, lifting the heart, reaching the shoulders back and down. Good. Actually, today, let's just bring our hands onto our rib cage here on either side, if that's comfortable for you. We're going to feel our breath for a few breaths. Yeah. So as you breathe in through the nose and feel your rib cage expand. And then breathe out. You can close your eyes now. We'll go inside. Breathe in. Breathe in a little more. And then let the breath go. Oh, you can just sigh it out and feel the rib cage go back together, closer. Let's just do a couple more like that. Inhale. Fill up the lungs. As the lungs fill up, the rib cage widens. Fill up a little bit more, And when you feel you need to, exhale the breath. And feel the rib cage soften. Keeping the eyes closed, just release your hands off your rib cage with palms up a little bit higher on your thighs. Good. A couple more breaths. We're going to take a breath in through the nose, fill up your lungs all the way to the bottom. Try to inhale a little more and even more. And then exhale the breath, let it go. So filling up those lungs as much as you can and exhaling as long as you can. So just do a couple more at your own pace. Inhaling, feel the lungs fill up. Take little sips in to really fill up the lungs. And then when you need to, let the breath go. Feel the body relax. Full breath here. Each time you breathe in, imagine the air going a little bit lower into the lobes of those lungs. You can even pause the breath at the top. And when you feel that urge to exhale through the nose, now exhale the breath. All the way, squeeze out any last bits of air in your lungs. Yeah, and one last breath. Breathe in, fill up, and breathe out. Relax the body. Now relax the breath. And just come back to your natural breath. Keeping that gentle, tall spine. Notice your natural breath now. Yes, just notice how it feels to breathe. And maybe your breath, just your natural breath. When we practice that big breath, then your natural breath becomes deeper naturally. We're stretching the ribs and the lungs, and we're just, infusing that deep breath into our mind, into our being. All right, and so you can feel free to keep your eyes closed here. You can keep your hands up, palms up or palms down on your lap. We're going to begin to move just a little bit. So take a nice breath in, fill up the lungs. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Reach your chin towards your chest and see where you feel the stretch. Maybe the back of your neck, the back of your shoulders, your upper back. feel nice. Good. Pressing into your toes as you inhale, float your chin up and reach your chin forward and up a little bit towards the ceiling. And then exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Good. And then inhale, float the head straight back forward now. Good. Take a breath in. Find that gentle tall spine. As you exhale, slowly turn and look over the right shoulder. So keeping our chin parallel to the floor, not tucked down yet. Yeah. And breathe. Looking to the right. And then as you exhale, slowly bring the head back forward. Now the other side. So inhale, turn and look over the opposite shoulder, maybe your left. See with each exhale breath, if you can look a little further, a little further. And then inhale, slowly bring the head back forward. Good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, again, we're going to tuck your chin to the chest. Few head rolls here. So on an inhale breath, roll your head over to the right and up. And as you exhale, over to the other side and forward. Nice slow circles, gently and slowly stretching the neck. All those muscles, side, the back, the front of the neck. Bring that up, that connection of our mind and body. And the next time, the chin comes to chest, pause. Good. And then reverse. I like to close my eyes, especially in these head rolls. You can really feel the tightness. And like when if there's really a tightness somewhere in the neck, when you get there, just pause, stop, and take a breath into that tightness. And as you exhale, continue to roll the head. Yeah, slowly, not a race. We can get done and more reps. That's not the yoga. Yeah. Next time that the head comes forward, pause and slowly lift the head back up. Nice. And relax the arms down. We do this every class, right? Because it's so important. All of this gets so tight on us during the course of our day. So let's draw your shoulders forward a little bit and then lift them up and melt them back and down. And forward and up and back and down. Relax. And now reach the shoulders back and up and forward and down. Nice and slow. Focusing how your shoulders feel today. And it's summer, planting still. If you were working in your garden a lot, you're probably pretty tight up here. So let's just loosen that up a little bit. Good. All right, relax the body. We're going to take our right arm. We're going to reach it out to the side. Let's bring it a little lower than our shoulder. And now we're going to cross the arm across our chest, so it's a little low. We're going to take the left hand and hug the upper right arm into your chest. Yeah. Good, and breathe. And then relax. Good, keep hold of the arm and maybe raise the arm up a little higher. Maybe it's in line with your upper chest now. And then go ahead and slowly hug that arm in. See if you feel a stretch along your right side at a different level. Maybe you feel, I feel this one in my rib cage a little bit, or my upper back. Yeah, hug it in just to where it's comfortable. And then release and relax. And now if that felt okay, maybe raise the arm up a little bit higher. Yeah. And just experiment with where it feels good to stretch and then hug it in again. Yeah, not taking it to where it's uncomfortable anywhere. Good. And then relax and release that back again. And then just gently release that right arm down. Good. And just do a little gentle roll of the shoulders. Good, and then let's even ourselves out in a reverse. And now let's even ourselves out here. So relax the left arm down, float it out to the side. Not as high as, a little bit lower than the shoulder. Good, palm forward. And now take that arm across your chest. Take the right hand and hug it in. Feel a stretch, where you feel the stretch. Yeah, whatever that is. Good. And as you exhale, relax. Just relax that arm a little bit, bring it back forward a little bit, and then raise it up a little higher. And then hug it in. Press into that right hand to squeeze that upper arm into your chest. Yeah. Notice the stretch here. Or in the rib cage area, right? Good. And as you exhale, release that. And if you'd like to go another little tick higher, you can raise that arm up a little bit more and gently, slowly hug it in. See where you get the stretch there. Good for our lymphatic system, and we need our lymphatic system for our immunity, and we need our immunity for allergy relief. Yeah, and release and relax. Good. And allow the hands to float down. Good. And do a couple rolls, with your shoulders. Good. And now we're going to just scoot forward in our chair a little bit. We're going to go a little side to side. So plant your feet onto the floor. Actually, let's come into a little wider stance. Yeah, starting to open up our hips here. And good. All right. And now on an inhale breath, just lean over to the right, move your hand to wherever it's comfortable. And then slowly switch it out over to the other side. Yeah. And just do one more round here. Just very gentle. We're opening up the spine and side ribs. Good. And then relax the arms down. Good. Now we're going to take the right arm and reach it up, float it up. And exhale, we're going to lean over to the left. Good. Pressing into your toes. So use your toes as we're doing this. Then inhale, come back up. And exhale, we're going to turn to the right and drop the arm back and down to the right. Good. We're going to pause there. Lift the chin so that the face, so that's parallel, the chin's parallel to the floor. Put the arm back. We're going to slowly turn just our head. Slowly start to look over to the left. Yes, toward that left shoulder. Getting a little neck stretch there. And then slowly bring your gaze back to the right. Good. Pressing into your toes. Inhale, very slowly float that right arm up as your body comes forward. And now exhale, we're gonna cross our hand and see if the right pinky finger can touch the left knee. And then inhale, slowly come back up, body forward, arm up. And inhale as you exhale over to the left one more time. Press into your feet, inhale up, and exhale, just allow that right arm to float down. Yeah, nice, and relax. We're gonna do that same little dance with this other side. So inhale, reach the left arm up, big breath in, and exhale, just bend over to the right, slightly, doesn't have to be big. And then inhale up and exhale as you turn to the left. Just drop your arm back a little bit and down towards the floor. Good. Now gaze is forward here. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to just turn your head slowly over towards the right shoulder, just to wherever it's comfortable on you. Opening up our chest here. Neck, and then inhale, slowly bring the gaze back to the left. Good. Inhale, press into your feet, reach that arm, that left arm up as your body comes forward. Good, take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, exhale, reach up and over. Maybe you go a little bit further. Good. Press into your feet, inhale up, and exhale, just release that left arm down. Yes. Good, and roll it out. Good. And bringing your hands onto your lap, see if you can toe heel your feet, legs a little wider apart. Yeah, good. And if that's not comfortable for you with the knees at 90 degrees, you can go back a little bit narrower. Good, take a breath in, and as you exhale, bring your body forward, just to where it's comfortable, pressing into your toes. Let's do a couple rotations here. So roll the upper body to the right and up and back. Belly tucks in as you go back. Exhale to the other side and forward. Notice if you're moving your head, don't move your head, just leave it sitting right above your shoulders. It's just the torso of the body that's doing these rotations. Yes, good. And let's do one more on one side. Yeah, maybe you go back a little bit more each time. Yes, and forward. Next time you're forward, pause, reverse. Go the opposite direction. Yeah, notice the shift of the weight from one hip bone to the other. So nice and slow. And one more here. What can you do differently? Press into your toes, maybe lean back a little more, maybe slow it down. That's more challenging. And then next time you come forward, pause here. Bring your elbows onto your thighs. Good. And just relax the head forward into a little forward fold here. Good. So your arms are on your thighs and maybe you're just drawing your knees a little bit further out. Think of those inner hips, those inner thighs. Breathe. So we're gonna stay right here. If you wanna bring your fingertips one at a time to the floor, that's up to you. If you have that in your practice. If having your head hanging feels like too much pressure, sinuses, eyes, head, just lift the head up to where it's comfortable. And breathe. 2, 1. But if your fingers are on the floor, one at a time, bring your elbows back to your legs. And then we're all going to bring one hand to the thigh, the other hand to the thigh. Press down into your palms and feet. And let your nice straight spine slowly float back up. Keep your head where it is until the body is up. And then you can lift the gaze. Yeah, and relax the shoulders. Good. All right, nice. Okay, we're just gonna come into, let's do a toe heel back one more, like where we started, right? A little, so we're narrowing our stance just a little bit. Good. Relax the arms down alongside your body. Nice tall spine. On an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. At your waist, pivot over to the right. Press into your toes. And release your hands onto the side of your right side of the chair. Good. Keep a tall spine, heart lifted, shoulders back. And gently look over to the right. Good. And breathe. Breathe into your belly. Imagine those ribs expanding even in this twist as you breathe in. Good. Bring your awareness to your left knee. And notice if the left knee is dropped in. See if you can reach your left knee back. 1 or 2 more breaths here. Opening the hips. Gentle opening for the spine, rotation. And then the next time you exhale, feel the body relax completely. Slowly start to turn your head back forward. And then release your hands and slowly bring the body back forward. Yeah, when we're in our twist on the opposite side, tendency for the opposite leg is to drop in. So we're keeping a little awareness there today. Relax the arms down. Good. Find a gentle, tall spine. On an inhale breath, press into your feet and reach your arms again out and up. Good. Stretch up. Take a breath in. Exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. And then pivot at your waist over to the other side, just to wherever you can. You can even press into that right foot to pivot to the left. And then relax your arms down alongside that left leg or left side of the chair. Good. And turn your gaze and look over the left shoulder. And find your breath. Okay, and notice that right knee now. The right knee is dropped forward. See if you can reach the right knee back. Just a little bit. And breathe. Don't take this too far or to where it's uncomfortable. Just to where it's a nice twist. Good. And then on the next exhale breath, relax the body. Slowly turn the head first back forward, and then let the body slowly follow, coming back forward. Bringing your hands onto your hips. Good. And then we're gonna toe, heel, feet back to hip distance apart. Good. And let's just shake it out. Just do a gentle little shake. Blink your eyes, shake your head. Yeah. Good. And let's come into Sphinx pose before we stand up. We're gonna elongate our spine here. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, hinging at your hips, as if you wanna bring your belly forward and down. Yeah, and bring your hands, your elbows now onto your thighs. Hands forward here. Sphinx pose. So press down into your elbows, down into your thighs. Reach the top of your head forward, keeping the head right above the shoulders. And imagining just the spine getting a nice stretch. Getting some space between all those vertebrae. We're defying gravity here a little bit by allowing the vertebrae to open up between the discs a little bit as we stretch our head forward, and we can even slightly drag your elbows back and breathe. Yes, not overdoing anything. Breathe for 2 and 1. Good. On your next exhale breath, relax everything. Slide one hand onto your thigh, the other hand onto your thigh. Press down into your hands to slowly bring your straight spine. Let it float back up. Good. And relax. And shake it out. Shake out the head. Yeah. Good. Wiggle out the shoulders. And again, so we're gonna do some standing poses here. So make your way to your very mindful stand. If you wanna stay seated, feel free. I like to lean forward. Don't forget to use your toes when you stand. Yes, press them into the floor. And we're gonna come to find our chair here. You can scoot your chair forward. You can scoot it off to the side, whatever you'd like. All right, here we are standing. So we've been sitting for a little while, and so just start to shake the body just to where it feels comfortable, nice and organic for you. Yeah. And rock and roll. Good. All right. And come to feet hip distance apart. We're going to reach our arms out to a T. Good. We're going to flip our fingers up. We're going to spread our fingers wide. Tuck your belly in, shoulders relax back and down. Rotate your fingers forward and back. We're just getting some nice rotation in that shoulder joint, right? Just letting that joint move a little bit in its socket, getting some synovial fluid into those shoulders. Good. Next time the fingers come up, pause, relax the fingers, make a little fist and start to rotate your fist. And slowly, as you're rotating your fists, start to lower your arms. At some point in time, when you're about halfway down, pause, and then reverse the rotation of your fist as you continue further down towards the floor. Slow is challenging in this, because what do we want to do? We just want to make it down, right? And shake it out. Good. All right, moving the body just a little bit. So we're gonna start to, maybe we're just gonna do a bounce up and down on our heels. I do this almost every morning, right? Keep your knees soft, keep your head above your shoulders. If you have a tendency here to have head forward, as you bounce up and down, it's a lot of strain on your back. We want the head up and just stack above the shoulders, knees soft as you bounce up and down on your heels. Yeah, you can go faster, you can stay at this pace, whatever you want. This is really good for, what is it? Building our bone mass. Yeah, sending that signal to get those osteoblasts awake, right? Saying, oops, this body needs more bone mass, and feeling a weight shift. Yeah, good. A couple more. This is so easy to do, right? When you're just hanging out. So try to remember that for our bone density and shake it out. Of course, if you have any fractures of your spine and you don't want to do that, I should have said that at the beginning, little tiny fissure fractures. Yeah, good. Always check with your doctor. Okay, so now we're going to get a little bit of a march going on. So maybe even just lifting the heels, right? Or maybe you come into a march. Good. So a nice controlled march. Just gently lifting the knees. Keeping the spine nice and tall. Looking forward. Shoulders back. Yes. If this is feeling okay to you, maybe the knees come up a little higher. Up to you. So using those hip flexors a little more. Yes. Getting that strength going in our legs. And if you've gone higher and it's uncomfortable, back off, modify. Yes. So keeping that nice tall spine really helps our balance, right? And it helps us to go further because we're using our whole body. Yes. All right. Just a couple more here. Good. And slow it down, relax the knees a little bit more. And slow it down and come to a stop. Good. Nice. All right, wiggle it out. Good. All right, let's just roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Good. All right. So we're going to make sure that we have some space here to put to the side because we're going to just be moving a little bit side to side. So make sure that you have a space enough to step to the side safely. Yeah, we're going to bring our hands into prayer position. So it's been cloudy a lot. I think that's, my brain is feeling it a little bit. But again, I feel like I'm so thankful for all of this wet, beautiful rain we've been getting for our beautiful plants. Soon it will be all gone. So let's enjoy it today. But let's call in the sun with a little sun salutation. Yeah. So simply we're going to start with our hands here. We're going to inhale and step out to the right and bring our arms so like we look like big bright sunshine, big suns. Good. And then we're going to soften the knees. As you exhale, bow your body forward and reach your arms back like an airplane. Good. And then as you inhale, slowly reverse and come back out of that pose, back to center. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, this time out to the left. Come into your sun. Exhale, bow forward, soften those knees, reach your arms back. And it's on the inhale that you come back up and bring your legs together and exhale. So be mindful of how wide you're stepping apart. And if you're having a struggle getting back to center, don't step out as wide. Yeah. All right. Inhale out. Exhale, bow and reach back. And inhale, slide to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale out to the left. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, step to the center. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more round. Inhale out. Exhale, bow. Maybe you reach your arms a little higher up. Inhale, slide to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, out, opposite. Exhale, bow forward, reach arms out, back and up. Inhale, slide center. Exhale, hands to heart. And relax. Nice. Bring feet back to hip distance apart. Come into mountain pose, lifting those kneecaps, tucking your belly in, shoulders back and down, chin slightly back. Good. All right. Yes. All right. I'm feeling the heat. We're calling in the sun. Yes. All right. Inhale, reach the arms now halfway up. Bend the elbows. Interlace your hands behind your head. Yeah. Good. And reach your shoulders back. We're gonna do a little cat-cow here. Yes. So knees are straight now. We're gonna soften them as we bring our elbows forward. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, soften your knees, reach your elbows forward and round your upper back. A little cat pose here. And then inhale, press into your feet as you straighten your knees and fan your elbows out and even look up slightly into a little cow pose. I'll do that one more time. Exhale, round forward, soften those knees. Yeah. And inhale, lift up, straight legs, fan out, look up. Pause here in this nice opening of our chest, our heart, our mood. Whenever we do these back bends, it helps us to lift our mood. Yeah. And then bringing the gaze back forward. Gently release your hands from behind your head. Bring your hands onto your shoulders and just do a couple rotations here. In one direction and other direction. Good. All right, and relax. All right. And now making sure that you have some space in front of you and behind you, we're gonna just take some nice, slow couple steps forward, lifting our knees and stepping back, lifting our knees. This really helps balance, right? So start about in the middle of where you're gonna walk forward and back. Yeah, good. All right, and then we're simply just going to lift our right knee up and step forward. It's like we're in slow motion. And then lift the left knee up and heel toe forward. And we'll do one more step forward. Hopefully you have space. If not, just hold on. Yes. So we're just doing this slow motion stepping. And then come back to feet hip distance apart. Now we're gonna go back. I know I've lost you here. We're gonna lift the knee up and step back. Again, slow is more challenging. Lift the knee up and step back. If you have your chair near you, that's always something to hold on to. Lift knee up and step back. Good. And bring ourselves back together. So that's something that's really nice to practice, right? Because we're usually used to walking and not paying attention, right? When we do it in slow motion, we have to use the whole body. Okay. So another little, we're gonna work on our balance a little bit, is we're going to, again, make sure you have space on either side. We're simply going to step out to the right. We're gonna send our hips back, come into a little squat. This bent outside knee is bent just a little bit. Good. And then we're gonna tap to center. Good. All right, so You're gonna step out, squat, and catch yourself, and tap center. All right, and bring your both feet down. So we're gonna do that a little quicker. And what we're working on here is the catch and pause, right? Again, that's helping train that brain to catch and keep you upright. All right, so stepping out and coming in. And stepping out and catch yourself and come in. And step out and catch and pause and freeze, like the freeze game. And step in, and one more, step out, catch yourself, and step in. All right, we're gonna do 2 more. And this time, instead of just stepping in, if you want to challenge yourself with lifting your knee, that's a little bit more of a challenge, right? So same thing, we're gonna step out and catch ourselves, freeze, right? And then as we come in, maybe you lift the knee and relax. Good. Step out, catch yourself, and then in and lift the knee, or just attempt to, like I did, and relax. Good. Nice. Wiggle it out. All right. We're going to do that on the other side. So we know the drill here. Just experiment. Make sure there's no discomfort in your knees. Doesn't matter how far out you go, right? Just whatever's comfortable. So we're going to step out, catch ourselves, and then come in. And step out, catch, pause, and then come in. And step out, reach your hips back, and come in. And step out, and come in. Good. Again, that's really good practice for that somatosensory area in our brain. All right, we'll do 2 more, and we're gonna either stepping out and coming in like we did, or maybe lifting the knee as we come in. So step out, hips out, right? And then as you come in, lift the knee before you drop down. Yeah, that's challenging. And step out, and as you come in, whoop, lift the knee and relax. Yeah, you have to balance yourself, catch yourself. All right, shake it out. All right, this time we're going to come into a little bit more of a challenge with that. We're going to be stepping back and then we're coming back in. Yeah, so almost the same thing, but instead of just stepping to the side, we're going to be stepping back and coming into a squat and then kneading back forward. So a little bit more intense there. Again, take this to wherever it's comfortable for you. All right, we'll just do 3 on each side here. Good. So we're going to step back, squat, catch yourself, and then come back forward. Good. Step out, squat, and then coming back forward. And this time on the 3rd one, instead of having foot down, maybe you tap in instead of bringing your right foot down. So we're going to step out, squat, pause, and as you come forward, tap in. Yeah, a little bit. Let's do 1 more of those. Relax, step out, squat, and as you come back in, tap. Controlled and release. Good. All right, last one. And all of this stuff, you don't have to bend your knees. You can just step out and in, if that's better. But just taking the body back and forth is also really good for our balance. Where am I in space? Let's do the other side. All right, we're gonna step back, come into a squat, and then come back in, knee back forward. Step out, squat back, those hips squat back, tap in. We're also practicing our squats, which is always good. All right, now this one, if you want to tap the toe in, it's a little bit more of a balance. So step out, back, squat, catch yourself, and then come back in. Nice to tap in. That was hard for me. And then step out, squat, and then tap in. Nice and controlled. Nice. And relax. Wiggle out the feet. Nice work, everybody. Good. Might feel nice to come to hip distance a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Relax the knees, and let's inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Let out any strain, stress, nice and loose. Yes, you can do little, you can do a little bit bigger. Big breath out. Ooh, when you exhale. Inhale, oh, exhale. Ah, 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 and one more. Ah, and relax. Good. All right. Bringing your feet back to about hip distance apart. Let's give some love to our knees. They've been working hard for us today. Let's take our hands and slide them down to your knees. Hips reach back. Good. And just do tiny little circles with your knees. Again, getting that synovial fluid to move around in these joints. Good. And then at some point, reverse. Very small. It's just a small little movement. It should feel no discomfort, no pain. If you do, then don't do this. Yeah. Good. And relax. Good. And then slowly start to walk your hands up your legs. Yes. And shoulders up, head up. Good. All right. Feet back to hip distance apart. You're gonna slide your hands back, interlace your hands behind your back. Just allow your hands to drop towards the floor as you stretch your shoulders back. Yeah, and lift your chin forward and up and breathe. Nice long, slow, deep breaths here. Opening up the whole front body. Good. Always a soft little bend in the knee. We're not hyperextending our knees back. And breathe. Each time you exhale, see if you can slide your hands a little closer to the floor. And as you exhale, release your head back forward. It might feel nice to just do a little baby forward fold here, keeping your arms where they are and behind you. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to send your hips back and hinge at your hips. Bring the body halfway, looking at the floor. Knees are soft, little bend in the knees. If you'd like to reach your arms up towards the sky, if it's available and you want, you can drop your head, just let it hang down. Find your breath. Yes, with each exhale breath, see if you can soften a little bit deeper in the pose. Good. If there's too much pressure on the face or the head, lift it up slightly. Good. And now on your next exhale breath, release your hands onto your back. Start to drag your hands down towards the floor. Keep your head down as the body slowly starts to float back up. Once the body is up, let the head float up. Good. And relax and release your arms and shake it out and shake out your feet. Good. And we'll make our way back to our chairs now. Nice work up there, everybody. Yes. Sitting down mindfully again. So we've been doing lots of squatting, right? So basically when we sit down, we want to lead with our hips, right? You don't want to just drop the hips down because that's too much of a bend on the knee. So lead with your hips like you're trying to find your seat. Press into your toes as the hips then float down onto your chair. You can hold onto the chair or your thighs. Yeah. Good. And arrive in your chair. So we're gonna still be scooted forward just a little bit. Good. All right. So we're gonna do a little core work here for our low belly. It's so important in balance if we have a really working core. Yes. And so many times we don't even feel it, especially as we age. We can't even isolate what that feels like. So we'll just give it a try here. So you're scooted forward in your chair. Yeah. And we're just going to bring our hands onto our chest, crisscross the wrists. Good. And to begin, was we want to lift the chest up and lift the chin up. Look to where the ceiling meets the wall. Good. Bring your awareness to the top back of your shoulders. And that's what we're going to try to reach the back of our chair with. So you're going to tuck the belly in, that area below your navel. Tuck it back to your spine. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach up, lift the chest up slightly. And as you exhale, start to lean back with your upper shoulders, searching for the back of your chair. Yeah, good. So really tuck that low belly in. That's gonna hold you up, and breathe. Gently press into your toes. It also stabilizes us. If it's feeling like too much pressure on your neck, you can drop your chin closer to your chest. It takes that strain out of the neck, which is a tendency here. But really try to isolate that area below your navel. That's what's working. Yeah, try to relax everything else. Good. And now on an inhale breath, press into your feet. Slowly float the body back up. Yeah, and release your hands. Good. Wiggle out your shoulders, do some shoulder rolls. So whenever we're working this part of our body, which is difficult, right? Everything, yeah, I feel it like in my neck. I'm just trying to hold myself up. So try to isolate that, relax that, and tuck this in. We're gonna do that one more time. Crossing the hands, maybe do the opposite hand on top. Yeah, if you'd like. Again, it's about a tall spine. If we do this rounding back, we're not going to get into that core. We want to lift the chest, lift the chin, look up towards where the ceiling meets the wall. Again, bringing that awareness to the back of your shoulder blades at the top. All right, so take a breath in. And as you exhale, lean up and almost as if you're going over a ball that's behind you. And then start to reach those shoulders towards the back of your chair. You're leaning back. Again, if you're feeling that strain in your throat, you can drop your chin. If you want a little bit more, you can come up onto your tiptoes and breathe. It just makes it a little different. But really tuck that low belly in. If you feel a little shaking, that's good. That's the body working. If you touch the back of your chair, kudos to you. Breathe 2. We're almost there. Breathe 1. And on an inhale breath, slowly come back up. Good. And release the heels down if you were up on your toes. And relax the hands onto your lap. Let's do a couple of head rolls here. That might feel good for our neck. Take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Stretch the back of that those shoulders. And then just do a couple nice, gentle head rotations. Relax the neck, little ones. Yeah, close the eyes and just rotate. One direction. Next time that you come forward, pause. Rotate in the opposite direction. Loosening up the neck. Good. Nice core work there, everyone. Next time the head comes forward, pause. Good. And lift the head back up. All right, we're going to either cross one more, we're going to end with another twist. Still springtime, it's still a good time to detoxify, and that's what twists are good for. So crossing at your ankles, if you can keep a nice tall spine and cross your legs, that's an option, whatever you prefer. Good. Relax your arms down alongside the body. On an inhale breath, reach the arms forward and up. Yeah, take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out, relax your shoulders. And start to slowly pivot at your waist over to the right. When you've reached your range of motion, just relax the arms down. Good. And either putting that left forearm or hand onto the outside of the right thigh, Right hand can even grab onto the chair if you want more leverage. Keep that chest lifted and slowly look over the right shoulder. Then take a nice big breath into the belly. Exhale it out. Good. Inhale into that belly. Let the belly soften as you inhale and draw back as you exhale. And now on your next exhale breath, relax the body, keep the body where it is. And on an inhale breath, slowly turn your head forward and then over to the left. Again. And breathe, getting a nice stretch in the neck. And breathe. And then on your next exhale breath, bring your gaze, relax the head and bring your gaze back to the right. Good. Now on your next exhale breath, relax your whole body. And slowly bring your head back forward now. And then slowly bring your body forward. Come out of the twist. Good. And then uncross the legs. Good. And we're going to go to the other side. So either crossing at your ankle or crossing here, making sure that you can keep a nice tall spine wherever you are. Relax the arms down. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Take a breath in. Let's just stretch tall here. Reach the right fingers up and the left. Just make this feel nice. Elongating the spine, right and left. And come back to hands even. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, rotate at your waist over to the left now. And once you've reached your range of motion, relax the arms down. So forearm or hand of the right arm is on the outside of the left thigh now. You can hold on to the chair frame if you can with your left hand. And slowly turn your gaze, look over to the left. 2 breaths here. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Let the belly soften as you inhale. Yes. And then on your next exhale breath, keep the body where it is. Then on an inhale breath, slowly turn the head to look over the right shoulder. Turning as much as you can, that's comfortable for you. Good smile on the face. And as you exhale, relax and slowly turn your head back to the left. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, relax the whole body. And slowly bring the head back forward. Slowly bring the body back forward. And uncross your legs. Good. Yeah, good. And then just rocking the legs back and forth, relaxing the body. You can start to shake your hands and maybe start to shake your head a little bit. Close your eyes and just relax. Let the whole body just get soft and loose. Yeah. Good. And relax the body now. Yes. Nice work. Let's make our way into Shavasana here for the next 4 or 5 minutes. Yes. So sitting your hips all the way to the very back of your chair. Get nice and comfortable. Again, if you're chilly, throw something on. Take some time, 30 seconds, right, to get yourself nice and comfortable. You feel free to lay down. Yes. Good. And then we're going to just bring our palms up on our lap. I like to slide my hands up a little higher. That keeps those shoulders from coming forward comfortably. Yes, good. If you're laying down, your legs are a little wider apart than your hips. Your arms are a little bit away from your body with palms up. And let's take a nice big breath in. Exhale, slowly float the eyes closed. Good. 2 breaths here. We're going to take a breath in. Breathe in a little more. Even more. And when you need to, slowly let the breath out through the mouth. Even blow it out like you're blowing out candles. Relax and take another big breath in. A little more, a little more. And slowly relax, release the breath and feel the body start to just soften completely. Make any final little adjustments and then come to stillness now. Body softening each little exhale breath. Little smile on the face. Neck is relaxed. Shoulders are soft. Arms are heavy. Fingers relaxed. Back. Chest. Belly. Legs. Feet. Toes. Whole body is relaxed. Let go of all of your efforts now. Simply relax. These next 2 minutes. With each gentle exhale, body relaxes a little more. Relax. Just notice how you feel. And take a gentle breath in and imagine letting go of all last bits of tension in your body. Allow your whole body to melt into the earth. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to come slowly back now into this space, take a gentle breath in and let go. Bring a soft little smile to your face. And slowly begin to move your body. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, swaying side to side. Noticing the weight shift from one hip to the other. If you're lying down, you can bend your knees and roll over onto one side. And we'll all eventually just make our way back to stillness. Seated. Bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra, palms together in prayer, resting your hands, your thumbs onto your heart. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, let the forehead relax towards the fingertips. Shoulders gently reaching back. Closing practice today with this. A society grows great when old men plant trees, the shade they know they will never sit under. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open. Listen slowly as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and spreading some sunshine. It's there. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.
Thank you.